Dr. Rehmani, the charge against the Popular Front of India, of which the SDPI is the political front, is this: that there is a grand conspiracy. The BJP RSS have alleged that money comes in from Saudi Arabia in the past, and that this is pumped across. Muslim boys are given this money in different parts of the country. They go to Hindu women and they make them fall in love, or they get them to fall in love without revealing that they're actually Muslim and that they're not Hindu, and therefore get the girl to convert later. And if this is done, there will now be an act against this. Dr. Rehmani.
Rahul, I have very small, very short 3 submissions only. We have sufficient existing laws regarding the concealed identity, deception, forced marriage, and forced conversion, etc. And we have sufficient provisions for the punishment for these crimes. These are crimes irrespective of the religion. So we don't need any further law for this one. Number 2, I don't know what will be the draft of the bill or what will be the title of the bill or the upcoming act. But if it is Love Jihad, then it clearly denotes that it is against one particular community. That will be quite sufficient to understand by everybody.
Let me put that question to Dr. Sambit Patra. Can I inverse the proposition on its head and say, what happens if there is a Hindu boy who doesn't reveal to a Muslim girl that he's Hindu and then goes out and marries her? If you label this the Love Jihad bill, then it kind of takes that whole possibility out, and the law must not differentiate on the basis of religion. Dr. Patra.
See, Rahul, if you would remember, I began by saying that this is just a provision which is being contemplated and legal advices are being sought. So, of course, the draft of the proposition is not ready. Whether the word Love Jihad would be put into the draft or not is something which we are only speculating. And I would rather say that the 2 words deception and forced conversion, they are the key words as far as the law and legality is concerned, against which no one stands. Of course, every law in this country would be religion neutral, I mean, of course, if any Hindu boy deceives a Muslim girl by projecting that he is a non-Hindu and he is a Muslim boy, he should be punished because he is deceiving someone. But, I mean, why are we discussing Love Jihad? Because we have seen that this proportion of deception is generally in fact, it is skewed towards a particular. No, it's not me. It is not me. I'll just complete. I'll come. It's skewed towards a particular community. I derive this from statistical data which was presented both by Omen Chandi and V.S. Achyutanandan on the floor of the assembly in Kerala. Omen Chandi on June 2014 said that from till 2006 to 2014, 2,667 conversions have taken place. And V.S. Achyutanandan in July 2010 said that in fact Love Jihad, quote unquote, Love Jihad is something which is used as a tool by paid propagandists to convert Kerala's demography and make Kerala a Muslim state. So these are chief ministers who are not from our political dispensation. They are chief ministers who are from left and from the Congress party, and they have spoken this on the floor of their respective assemblies. So I derived the data from there.
Dr. Rehmani, respond to that.
The proportion of this kind of deception is more towards the particular community.
I was coming to this point. I was coming only to this point about the Oman Chani statement, and then I want to quote the landmark case of this country, that was the Hadia and Yashvin Jahan case, for which the Popular Front of India was labelled and alleged that they are promoting the forced conversion, forced marriages and Love Jihad, etc. The case rose from the lower court to the Supreme Court of India, and the Supreme Court ordered, particularly for this Love Jihad aspect, which is a presumptive term, and court ordered an NIA inquiry, and NIA conducted a thorough inquiry over this thing, and particularly with the specific mention of PFI, and they found nothing at all like that of the Love Jihad and related to the PFI.
That's also a fact, Dr. Geeta, but wherever this has been examined by the court so far, in all the cases across the country, at least so far, there has been no conviction, no evidence which stands, not charges that are levelled in debates, but no conviction before a court of law which proves that this was part of some grand conspiracy happening on an organized scale.
Well, Rahulji, it is definitely very difficult to, prove it, but there are many instances, and those people who have worked, who have worked
Geeta
with
you are
such
blaming
cases,
the NIA,
and
the
especially
premier
in Uttar
investigating
Pradesh,
agency.
in the
Dr.
last
Rehmani,
couple of
please,
months, there have been
let
a
us speak.
spurt of suicides by young girls who were trapped into marriages by deception, and later on they were being forced to change their religion. You see, there is a much larger conspiracy, Rahulji, involved in it. This is targeted towards a demographic change. And also, this is not something which is just happening in India. In Myanmar, a large amount of tension between the Buddhist community, which is largely peaceful, and the Muslim the concern is love jihad. So it is not just in India, across the world, and there is a large amount of money internationally flowing in for this purpose.